For P.S. Barrow, I congratulate her. She took us through that transition phase after we formed the government, and she has continued to work with us. We look forward to you now joining her, PSs, deputy PSs, senior officials.
Prime Minister Kamla Persad Bissessar speaking about the operations of the public service since her party and its coalition won the 2025 general election in April of last year, as she congratulated the new head of the public service, Natasha Barrow, during a ceremony at the Diplomatic Center.
There are stories about how many people have been fired and sent home. 99% of those things are not true. The professionals in the public service, I have not sent one home, not one. I don't wish to send any. And I don't think I can even send somebody home, even if I wanted to. I don't have that power. I don't have that jurisdiction. But P.S. Barrow can.
However, the Prime Minister's message was not only about addressing any delinquency in the public service.
P.S. Barrow, I'm putting you on the spot. Trying to be a little amusing. But you may have the authority to make recommendations, and I will ask you, in all fairness and in all balance, to reward those who are willing to work. Those who are willing to put their shoulders to the wheel, we lift them up. Let us stop all this acting.
The Prime Minister noted that some retire from the public service after having served for several years in acting positions.
Let's get the DPA and the Service Commission to work. Get them to work. Get them to work. And if you all as the PSs and your ministries and deputy PSs and senior public servants, if you can help us get it done, then we could stop all this acting. Some of you should get an Oscar nomination or actually collect an Oscar because you've been acting for so long.
Prime Minister Persad Bissessar also addressed another matter.
I talked about confidentiality. I briefly mentioned about the cabinet notes. Cabinet notes don't leak by guess or by mistake. Somebody is actually trying to help somebody else by leaking those notes. I want to tell you that every single cabinet decision that we take, which is at least once a week, sometimes we do smaller meetings, every single one of those are sent to Her Excellency, the President. Because there's a Section 81 in our Constitution which says the government must keep Her Excellency informed of the day-to-day business of the government.
And there was also reference to one particular aspect of the day-to-day business of the government.
Some training maybe in, handling the public, and sometimes in the crush that we had recently at the licensing officers again, those officers would have been overwhelmed because so many people took too long to come in to renew and whatever, putting a pressure on the public servants in those offices. So there will be times when there will be an upsurge of matters happening, of things taking place, and perhaps we have to have a little more training for those times when we're going to get more people from the public coming to see us and talk with us.
A reference to those who recently sought to have certain services done at the licensing office following the recent increase in fines for several traffic offences. Jewel Brown, TV6 News.